Palm Beach County being one of the only places in the world to dive with the Goliath grouper aggregations to not only spawn, but to increase the survivability of the eggs that are released. Laurent Cherubin, bonsoir, is a scientist at FAU, and he educated us on why the Goliaths like Palm Beach County and how they are studying these incredible animals.
Well, the Goliath grouper, they migrate every year at a specific location like many other grouper species.
The thing that Palm Beach County offers the most to these huge fish is that the currents are very close to shore. That makes it easy to release their eggs that will take them far from the reefs where you find hungry predators and provide plenty of food for their new hatched offspring.
And so down the road, those fish can survive in the open waters, stay away from the predators. Because they stay close to shore, they're going to sort of be able to swim away from those eddies to go to a habitat, which is a nursery habitat at some point.
Another really cool thing about the Goliaths is that they make sounds. They actually bark. It's like a pulse. It has a lot of bass. It reverberates throughout the water, actually hits you in the chest, and it almost scares you. And I think they make it with their bladder. You know, scientists are not quite sure why the Goliaths bark. Could be duress, could be a warning, could be a mating call. Scientists are just not sure.
The professor was telling us that they're using drones and listening devices to find the other aggregations by locating the bark of the Goliath grouper.
So there's a increased pressure on fisheries to provide food to more population along the coastline. So if you don't protect those species in a way that's sustainable, they will disappear. Some effort like fish enclosures for groupers during spawning time has brought a lot of fish back. So yeah, the future is bright for Goliaths.
Diving in this area because I believe we have the best diving in the world. And when I say the best, it's the most diverse. We have everything from the Goliath grouper aggregation to thriving reefs and, like we said earlier, shipwrecks.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do your dive site briefing. We're doing the Anna Cecilia. Now the best part is there's grouper hanging out on the bow of this boat.
This was our second trip to the Anna Cecilia, just a couple months after she sank.
So when we first enter the water and we are heading down to dive with Goliath grouper, you very quickly see the size of the Goliath grouper that we get to dive with that actually are that much bigger than us. They're huge. This is the annual spawning that happens once a year, and it happens from the full moon in August through the full moon in September. And on the new moon is when they spawn. And then after the spawning, all the Goliaths head out to where they live. We have such clear blue water here due to the Gulf Stream running so close to our coast. In many places, the Gulf Stream is very far offshore, but here, the Gulf Stream comes within 4 or 5 miles at time, constantly giving us blue water.
Another great place to check out the Goliath grouper aggregation in Palm Beach County is, of course, Jupiter, with our friend Randy Jordan of Emerald Charters. This is a spot 6 years ago where we shot our very first show called Diving with Cows.
You know, a real cool thing is scuba diving with the Goliaths. And on this particular dive, they were really thick. The aggregation was really big. We had about 30 to 40 Goliaths on this one dive. Massive fish. And when you swim into the aggregation, they don't like hurry off. They just kind of slowly move around you, and you actually become like one of the herd.
And now for Randy's surprise. He's been diving with these Goliath groupers since I've been in diapers. Sorry, Randy. And he has taught these guys a thing or two. Or is it the other way around?
Palm Beach County has it all. The new Anna Cecilia, a once-in-a-lifetime aggregation of Goliath grouper, and it's a great place to stay too, Mitch.
Man, no doubt. I can't wait to go back. Folks, for Billy C., I'm Mitch. One Nation Underwater. Thanks for watching.